And we are now live.
Oh, we are.
Oh. Oh, yes.
We're gonna zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, shit.
Guys, if you can hear us, we're going to start in a minute. Oh, look, there's our link.
What?
I'll send it to you, Nikki.
Okay.
Here you go, Nikki. Woo. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. I'll put it on the Plan B Comedy Instagram page, everybody. It's awfully quiet out there.
Tall and tan, young,
Do 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 beep bop bop wop wop wop. All right, here we go. Let's do.
Are we live?
Kind of.
Don't ruin the surprise.
They can't always see you, Jason. You are on the top of their screen, just so you know.
We're at the top of the screen?
Yes.
You are.
They can hear us and they can see you, Jason.
Jesus.
This is like all of Jason's thoughts happening all at once. Man, I really should have had that pizza earlier.
I know. Only I wasn't cooking with so much sourdough.
We're already getting some suggestions here.
Oh, really? Let's start the show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's killer. We're already getting, that's great. Tom, what do you, somebody decide when it's time to go live for real.
I think that person is you.
Is it me?
You're the only one visible.
Am I the only one? So I'm just staring at my phone the whole time? Like,
Yes, we've been telling you this, Jason.
They can see.
well, let's start the show now.
Hey, all right.
Oh, my word.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, everybody. How's everybody feeling out there tonight?
Feeling alive.
We've got some suggestions already, and we shared a Google Doc earlier. We're pumped to be back on a Friday night here at the Ziders American Dream Theater YouTube page. Let's all give a shout out to the Z. Yay!
Yeah. Z.
We'll remind you throughout the night 2 things. We'll remind you, well, more than 2 probably, but one is, hey, you know, the Z's doing this for free. And they're really giving us a spotlight here on their channel. So if you think about it, please throw a couple nickels their way. You can go to thez.org They also have like a remote theater page that you can go to and donate. Click, point, and contribute, as we say on WHRO. And then you can also check out Plan B. Check out Plan B Comedy, right, guys? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Check it out.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good.
Like our Facebook page, Plan B Comedy on Facebook, or like us on Instagram, Plan B _ comedy. That's like the line that goes like that, you know? And then, nice, all right, this is great.
We're here for you.
We're on Twitter, but not much happens there because, you know, in quarantine, we all still have lives. We can't spend that much time on Twitter.
Speak for
And
yourself.
then, but YouTube, go to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube page because there's tons of cool videos there. That's fun stuff. YouTube's great.
True.
All right, how's everybody feeling out there? You guys good? Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Insane, staying sanitized.
Yes, very sanitized. Why don't everybody say hi real quick? Say hi and your name and something like that.
Hi, I'm Chris. Or something.
Hi, I'm Beatty or something.
Hi, I'm Leanna or something.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and that's everything.
Hey.
Hello,
Hey.
I'm Ryan Clemens, and that's it.
Hey, I'm Nikki, and that's at least part of it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm Brendan. Yes.
Yay.
Brendan Hood. Right
And
here.
I'm Jason, and I didn't know I was on for 5 minutes almost.
Even though we told him.
Even though they told me, they warned me. What do you say? Should we start the show?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, look, I see Jake the Pug creeping his head in over there. There he
Oh,
is.
Jake.
Oh, not
Again.
his doppelganger.
Jake is floating his way in. All right, our very first. So, guys and gals, we're going to be playing a bunch of improv games. We have it all laid out here. What we'll do is we'll try to let you know what's going to happen next, so that if you want to make a suggestion, we'll take your suggestions. We also have that lovely Google Doc. Wasn't it a lovely Google Doc, everybody?
Oh, man,
Great.
so lovely.
Great.
Delightful.
Whoever made
Probably-
that.
I mean, probably the best Google Doc that's ever been around.
Best one I've ever seen.
It means so much.
That's it.
Yeah.
But it was out there. So we have some great suggestions from that too. And that we'll keep doing that for previous shows coming up, or not previous, future
Time
shows.
travelers.
Previous
Um,
shows happening.
But yeah, yeah. But right now we're gonna play a game called Challenge. And the next game we're gonna play is Talk Show. So what we'll be looking for Talk Show will be suggestions for the name of a talk show that's never been on TV ever before, and perhaps something that someone is an expert on. So those two things: the name of a talk show that's never been on TV before, and something that someone would be an expert of or on. Meanwhile, we'll play Challenge. The way Challenge works is we take a suggestion from you guys out there. Based on that suggestion, someone will begin to speak on it as though they are an expert on that subject. At some point in their expert diatribe, someone will say, challenge. We will stop and listen to what the challenger has to say. They will challenge something.
Challenge!
Yes.
We will not stop and listen to what the challenger has to say.
And then, at which point, whoever was previously speaking will continue to talk. That worked out perfectly. However, if the challenger gets applause, then the challenger will take over. And when it's over, someone will either come on and go, yay, it's over. Or maybe we'll have a sound effect. It sounds like, yay, we'll see. And that's what's up. So we need a suggestion for challenge. Do we have one in the docket, or are we taking one from, are we crowdsourcing it here? Do we have one, anyone?
Let's see.
I can vamp. I'm good at vamping. I did it for 5 minutes when I didn't know anyone was.
So yeah, I have a challenge topic here. It's takeout versus delivery.
That's very apropos.
Versus
Takeout versus delivery. The game is Challenge. Let's give everyone a big round of applause. What do you say? Yay! Anyone can start.
takeout is much better than delivery because you have to go in to get the food and take it out. Where delivery, I'm sorry.
Challenge!
Challenge.
Challenge! Beanie is unable to finish that statement.
Yay!
Yeah, you better applaud that, because if you didn't applaud that, we'd have a problem. Let me tell you something. Beanie wanted to finish it. We all know Beanie wanted to finish speaking, but he was unable to because his phone rang and he works an honest man's job.
Challenge. Beatty didn't want to finish that sentence. If you notice, he was calling himself from a different phone. Yeah.
Oh,
Challenge!
yes. Oh!
I was not calling myself. That was a delivery because I was going to do a takeout, but it was delivered. Delivery. See, if it was takeout, I would not have had that phone call.
Challenge. People that do delivery or takeout are constantly calling Beatty.
That's true.
Boo.
Boo!
Takeout, you can at least look over the menu. You can look at the food and make sure that you're getting what you're taking out. When it's delivered, you're getting what you got regardless. That's why takeout is premier. Delivery's okay. Delivery are for the lazy who prefer to just sit and
Challenge!
wait.
Challenge! I do not think right now we can say delivery is for the lazy. Delivery is for the brave. Those who deliver are heroes. Those who receive deliveries are legends. They are unparalleled. They cannot be defeated. I once saw a man get 18 pizzas delivered to him, and he paid for them with money. This is a true statement, and I am proud that I have said it.
Challenge. No one who has ever received 18 pizzas ordered them on purpose.
Yeah.
We all know that prank. It goes way back. You call, you order 18 pizzas, you have them sent to your friend's house, and then they're like, what do I do with these 18 pizzas? I'm not paying for this. And then that delivery guy gets screwed. And this is no time for a delivery guy to get screwed.
Challenge! The only time the delivery guy gets screwed, we've seen that movie.
Yeah! All right, all right.
Everybody, good game, good game.
Thank you.
And that's the end of challenge, everyone. Yay. All right, well done, everyone. Well played, well played. Very topical. That was topical.
Oh,
You might
boy.
need an ointment if you've seen that movie.
Ah,
Moving along, thank you, thank you. Moving along, we are going to play a game called Talk Show. This is a delightful game show. We told you this was coming. We asked for some suggestions. The next game we'll be playing is a game called Alphabet. What we'd like to have for Alphabet, we'll crowdsource as well as go from the sheet. But if we could have a letter to start Alphabet with, and then if we could possibly have something that's someone is working together to accomplish with someone else. Something that two people are working together to accomplish would be what we'd be looking for Alphabet. But in the meantime, let's play Talk Show. We have Ryan, we have Beatty, and we have Brendan. They are our talk show players. Two will be our hosts, and
I'll go
one
out.
will be our guest.
I will be the guest.
Brendan
Okay.
is the guest.
Right.
All right, all right. So what we need now is we need a suggestion for a talk show title, the name of a talk show that has never been on TV before.
Right there. All my perennials.
All My Perennials. I see it right there. Oh, delightful. All My Perennials is the name of the talk show. And then someone will be joining the game, and they are an expert on, well, let's just say perennials. Or flowering plants. How about that? Plants that flower.
Oh.
We have Beatty and we have Ryan, and they are our talk show hosts with Brendan, the expert guest, joining The name of the talk show is All My Perennials. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause. Yay!
Yay!
Good evening. My name is David Jessup.
And my name is Jesse David.
We are probably the premier, as you would say, perhaps,
horticulturalists?
That's a very good word. Very good word. It seems that last show we had a problem with one of our plants seemed to have, it ate a fly. It was a fly trap. And it seems that, I believe it was you, James, that told me that you were allergic to the plant.
Oh, yes. No. I said I was allergic to Venus.
Oh,
I can't take that song by that 80s group.
Got it. Hey, baby, we got it.
Oh, stop. Oh, I just it's all over hearing it.
I'm your Venus.
No, stop,
I know.
David,
Calm down,
stop.
James. Well, this week, James, I've called a very dear friend of mine from Sacramento.
Oh, Sacramento.
Yes.
You're pulling out all the stops.
Oh, boy, you know, the big budget on this show. We have to do what we can. Now,
and I believe, if I'm right in recalling, not only is this fellow from sophisticated Sacramento, but he is also one of the rare horticulturalists who also speaks in not only English, but plant language.
yes, the strange thing about his plant language, it sounds much like one would listen to the high-pitched sound at an auditory test.
Yes. Those ones that you used to take in elementary school, and which side has the beep. Yes.
I swear one time he was in my house and I have a, I believe it's a gargantuan plant. What happens when he begins to speak, the plant seemed to actually metamorphosize into a human.
Oh, yes. And as he speaks to the plants, he becomes more and more animated and more, how do I say?
Plant-like.
Yes, plant-like. Well, I think it's time, David, that we bring on this distinguished Sacramentian.
Yes, James. His name is Dr. Charles Winford James Jackson Jr.
But we just call him Dibby.
Dibby. Dibby, make your way to the show, please, Dibby.
Applause.
Oh!
Ooh. Thank you so much for having me. Yes, I'm very pleased to be here. So delightful to see you. It's so difficult to get out of Sacramento these days.
Tell us, Dibby, what have you been working on in your horticultural research?
Well, I'm glad you asked. You see, I have this new rainbow spider plant.
Ooh.
You see, I've been speaking to it. And it's getting very exciting.
Ooh.
As am I.
So, Dibby, it's important for me to understand that when we feed our plants, it's more than just adding water to the soil.
It is so much more.
Well, do take.
First, you must dig your thumbs into the soil.
Thumbs.
Get a bit of soil up and eat it. And then shake at the plant in the resonance of the soil. Oh, look, it's growing so big.
Oh,
You're so powerful.
Dippy.
I
Yes.
wish it was that easy in my personal life. I
Oh,
do tell you, Dippy.
me as well.
I understand, but don't give up. You too shall grow mighty stalks.
Oh, thank you. I know there's hope. There's hope for us all.
We try.
Now
The
I
last-
must. Oh.
No.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no!
Thank
Yay! Oh man, that was a lot of information.
That was so much information. All right, let's
Alphabet with,
let's do the alphabet game. We're gonna do alphabet game. We're doing it different this time, guys. It's wild. We're gonna try and do it with 3 people.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yay!
3 people. Our 3 improvisers doing alphabet are a Jason, a Chris, and a Nikki.
All right. Threesome alphabet game.
Threesome.
We can do
All right,
it.
So,
All right.
we're going to take a suggestion. We're going to take a suggestion on a task you can be working to accomplish together. All right. And I've got one right here. Let's see. It is painting a mural.
Ooh.
So you guys are painting a mural. And we're going to start with the letter. First, actually, I want to say thank you to the person who gave us that. It's Judy. Judy, parenthetical
Judy.
grandma. Thanks, Judy,
Yes,
grandma.
Thanks, Judy
Grandma.
Grandma.
Hey, Judy Grandma.
She suggests this. We appreciate it. And we're going to start with the letter W. The letter W.
Painting a
Painting a
mural.
mural. Let's give you guys a big round of applause. Yay! And the letter W, take it away.
Well, everybody, the mural's looking pretty good so far. I really appreciate everything that each of you has brought to this coronavirus project.
Xylophones, seesaws, jigsaw puzzles. We're using them all, and it's exciting.
Yeah, I couldn't be more excited to be a part of this mural project. It's my first time out of the house in weeks.
Zach, you were mentioning xylophones. Can you maybe describe the color hue that you've chosen to use in the xylophone? It's pretty unique.
Aaron, I'm glad you asked. It's a verdant green. It's got this silver kind of effervescent glow to it. And I got a lot of that inspiration from Trisha.
Bold. It's really bold. We wanted to go with something that would really stand out.
Can you guys even imagine the impact that this mural is going to have when people can actually come outside of their houses and see it?
Don't get me started. There's going to be riots in the streets of people trying to see our stuff.
Everyone's gonna love it. They're gonna be like, oh, this mural is great. And also, I'm outside.
For real, though. I mean, that's the best part. I don't even know they'll notice the mural. They're just going to be like, I'm outside. Ah!
Hallelujah! Kids running everywhere, going crazy.
I know. It's gonna be amazing.
Just in case no one is able to ever come outside again, though, should we find a way to potentially live stream the mural? Just a thought. I thought maybe we could Zoom portions of it at a time and see what people thought of that.
Keeping an open mind. That's what you're good at that. You've got so many ideas. That's totally the way we should go.
Let's put some varnish on this thing, cover it with a nice tarp, and it'll be there in a few years. Who knows what's going to happen?
Man, this is a great idea. Zach and Joe, we are really cooking with gas on this.
No one else had this idea before us, and I'm so glad. I can't believe it.
Only now everyone's going to get to paint murals while the rest of society is locked inside. The world is our oyster.
Painting murals will be how we kind of corner the market in this moment in time.
Quick, you guys, I just had an idea. You know how we're like the only ones outside, right?
Really, the only ones outside.
Sincerely, the only ones outside.
The only one outside.
Uh-huh.
Very exciting times, you guys.
Well, you know what? It is. It is. It really.
Well,
Hey! I loved it. It was beautiful. So in a second, we're going to give the screen to a very special person. Ryan Clemens is going to be taking us away on a journey. Before I hand it over to Ryan, the suggestions we're going to be looking for after Ryan's beautiful presentation, we're going to be playing a dating game. And so what I need in the suggestion window of YouTube, or yeah, that's where you should put it, suggestions of YouTube, are weird idiosyncrasies, quirks, red flags that somebody could have on a dating show. Idiosyncrasies, red flags, problems, weird stuff. It could be whatever comes to your mind for people on a dating show. With that being said, Ryan, are you prepared?
I'm prepared.
All right, let's all give Ryan all of our love. We love you, Ryan.
Oh, I can use that love. As I think that so many of us can here in these unprecedented times. So I would like to offer a little video, not a video, what am I talking about? A PowerPoint that I've put together that's on a subject that I've been pondering over here. Well, you see, of course, in this coronavirus time, I don't know about you, but I've been having a very difficult time trying to figure out just how much fear I should invest into my fear of the coronavirus. I don't really, you know, because we've not done this before, I don't have any kind of context to put it in. And so what I put together here is a special little presentation that if you can see, I hope will help us all in a sense. With 13 things that are scarier than the coronavirus. So to start us off here in the category of scariness, let me see here. Oh, there we go. Got to find the right button to push. Here are some things in the category of just a little bit scarier than the coronavirus. Pretty close, but a little scarier. Like, for example, fat bottom ghosts.
Yeah.
Those are the ghosts, you know, that don't go and their eyes pop up and their jaws drop and they, you know, frighten.
Oh my God, that's
amazing. These are more the twerking kind of ghosts, the kinds of ghosts you have over at a party. So just a little scary. And another one, FRANKENSWINE. You know, because you can probably get up on a fence and he's not going to kill you like, you know, his human counterpart. You'll be fine with that. Another item that's just a little scarier than the coronavirus, punk rock skeletons. When they first come out of the ground, you know, you're like, the undead. But then you realize, oh, they're just here to, you know, sing some songs and yell for anarchy. Let them do that. Something else a little bit scarier than the coronavirus. Maybe your cat's an arsonist. Have you ever thought about this? Because, you know, you don't know his history. He was up in the pound before you got him. You probably learned some things. And, you know, you're home not all the time. Well, you are now, but when you're not. And also on that theme of pets, a reverse werewolf. This is 5A here, and I'll explain. A reverse werewolf is not the scary kind of werewolf. This is the kind of werewolf that starts out as a dog and then has a transformation and is just a sad looking guy. So that's not, the transformation is a little creepy, but otherwise it's fine. Here are a few things now going up the scale a little bit. Here are a few things that are a good bit scarier than the coronavirus. For example, you have the creepy leprechaun who walks in the shower.
Uh-huh.
Hey, he looks familiar.
Yeah. Oh, see, Beatty knows him. Beatty knows him well. So you know, you might catch him in the corner of your eye, and then he's gone. That's creepier. That's worse than the coronavirus by a good bit. How about this? A woman witch and a man. Usually, I don't know, this is side opinion, but I think just the woman witch would be scarier, but because she's got the man witch right there, it's like,
my God.
what the hell? That potion didn't work out like I was expecting. Didn't make it like that.
Oh my gosh.
How about this? Number 8, this is a good bit scarier. It turns out your Tinder date is actually a Komodo dragon. I know
That
that's
happened to me.
ridiculous, but Nikki told me it's happened to her a couple of times.
Yep.
See?
True story.
Oh, and then this one, it would be in the red level if it was your dog, but for you, it's about your dog's ongoing existential crisis. That's, you know, think about the pets, and that is something that's a good bit scarier than the coronavirus. This next section might be good if you've got small children out to cover their eyes and plug their ears, because this is going to get pretty freaky. But these are some quite a bit scarier than the coronavirus. And starting off there, we've got being attacked by piranhas, and they've all got braces. Because you know that's going to hurt more, and probably some of them are going to get like stuck in zippers.
Yeah.
It's a terrible scene.
That's terrible.
This one's a little more specific of a fear, but getting kidnapped by pirates and they torture you mercilessly, but also they won't stop giggling and teasing you because of that one incident, and now they call you POOPDECK. I know that's sort of, you know, that's something that's kind of scarier than the coronavirus and also has a little more shame than the coronavirus. So, but that's how that got up there. Yeah, pirates are mean. Oh, this is kind of a personal one. Badass renegade bears. So those know I hail from the great state of Wyoming, and this was a big issue for me when I lived there. I actually used to work in a small town as a sheriff, and the bears that like the Yellowstone and stuff, they were fine if they just, you know, but the ones that got like the Harleys and the leather jackets, and they were mean and nasty because they were, you know, protected wildlife, so they could do whatever they wanted. And I'll never forget, I was in the bar one day, along with some of the other folks from our small town, and here comes Big Ben, all fangs and claws, and he's got that grisly stare, you know, and he walked right up to this woman, kind of, you know, I don't want to use a bad word, but skanky kind of gal, who was drinking her amaretto sour, and he just turns on her and like 3 chomps, devours her, and that's it. I had it. So I put the handcuffs on Big Ben, and he said, hey, you can't do this. I'm endangered wildlife. And I said, I'm not taking you in for that. I'm taking you in on drug charges. He said, what are you talking about, drug charges? I said, I saw that bar bitch you ate.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh my God.
I loved it.
Here's the last one. Number 13, meeting a dinosaur in a public restroom. Now, you come out of the stalls and there's a dinosaur. Is there anything that's scarier than that? Certainly, lots scarier than the coronavirus. A lot of people were asking me, why didn't you draw like a T-Rex or a velociraptor or something? But, you know, the flying dinosaurs are scarier because you can't sneak up on them. Because he is silent. Oh! Hey, that's all I got. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Ryan Clemens.
Great.
Beautiful. Oh my God.
Inimitable Ryan Clemens, everyone. Clap for Ryan, everyone.
Yes.
Ryan.
Oh, thank you.
On the Zoom chat or happen to be at home. That was delightful. Look at that guy putting in the time.
That was good.
That was great. Got us all going. All right, next game, ladies and gentlemen. We told you it was going to be the dating game. After this, we're going to be playing a game called Sound Effects, where we will be bringing on a guest sound effect maker, which is exciting to know that we will be having a guest joining us in just a moment. Our dating game, though, we have Michelle, Chris, Leanna, Nikki, and Brendan playing the dating game. Let's see here. It looks like perhaps we have Michelle, Leanna, and Nikki will be our contestants. Does that make sense to me? Is that right? Yep.
Doesn't make sense to me.
Doesn't make sense at all.
And then we have Brendan and Chris. One or the other will be the host, and the other one will be the contestant on
Chris
this.
is ready to be the contestant. He's already taken off his headphones.
Okay, great. So Chris will be the contestant. So Chris, can you hear what I'm saying right now, Chris? Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. He cannot hear me. So we asked for suggestions for quirks. And so we're looking for a quirk for, let's go to the lineup to what I see here.
Stop bragging about
Leanna. So let's do a quirk for Leanna. We have a suggestion here. Hates watching Netflix. So Leanna, your quirk.
Watching Netflix.
You hate watching Netflix.
So he has to guess.
You monster.
Okay.
It's like a
And
blind
then,
date.
you monster. And then for
She hates
Nikki,
watching that.
we
You
have a
gotta guess it.
suggestion here.
Oh.
Whatever she does.
Nikki can't stop bragging about all they accomplished during quarantine.
All right.
There
Thank
it
you,
is.
Nikki.
Okay.
Also, you monster.
I'm gonna.
We need one more for, I have one here, but I don't know if that's going to be physically possible for us to do right now.
What?
Challenge.
If it's Michelle, is it Michelle?
Yeah.
He's ready.
Okay,
She's
Michelle.
ready, right?
Michelle keeps changing their green screen background. Is that? Are you able to do that?
I don't know if that's actually doable.
Okay, so I'm afraid that might
was
be
like-
a technical difficulty.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Do you
I
think
know
you
how,
could,
but it will take so long. You will
Oh,
not do
itches
that.
all the time. You
Yeah,
itch
that's
all the
good.
time. What do you think about that? Okay. Thank you for the green screen background suggestion. That was a delightful one. Unfortunately, we're not set up with 5G yet, so that's where we're at. So here we go. So one more time, Leanna, your quirk.
I hate watching Netflix.
Delightful. Nikki.
I have been doing so much with my quarantine time. I mean, I don't want to brag, but I've been doing a lot.
And Michelle.
I just itch all the time.
Great.
True.
And then can we have a title for our no, really, what's your problem? No. And then can I have a title for our dating game show? Do we want a title for the show? Can we do that in real time? Are we
Sure.
lagging too much if I ask for that?
Let's see.
Let's see. Like 30 seconds, right? Is it that long?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's pretty big. Why don't you just choose something?
Okay. The name of the
Yeah, Angela's boyfriend.
Why don't you do like changing green screen?
that's what I was thinking. It's called the Changing Green Screen Dating Show, everybody. Chris, you're back on. Chris.
On good terms with my best.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a dating game. Everyone, give a big round of applause. Everybody's here.
Hello! Oh, hello, David. I'm so glad to see you.
It's so good
Welcome
to be.
to outer space. I am in outer space. Do you love it, David?
I think it's a little cold.
You don't like it? You don't like it? Tell you what. Instead, we are in the grass. We're in the grass now. Ooh, I'm an ant.
Oh my gosh. It's so wild.
But we'll play with this more later, I promise.
Okay.
First, we need to meet the 3 beautiful, beautiful women who want to date you.
I can't wait.
Okay, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. So first, we have contestant number. Tell David yourself.
Hey, my name is Natalie. Honestly, I'm just really in for a good time. I love to be chill, not Netflix and chill, but I I love to chill. I love to hang out. I do like to watch movies, but I just don't understand why we all have to be on the same platform all the time. There's other things available. And I just feel like we could find something together to enjoy and just appreciate.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent point, contestant number 1. But we must hear from contestant number 2. Tell David about yourself.
Hi, David. I'm Crystalline, and I just like to keep busy in my free time. You know what I mean? Currently, I am learning ASL and doing a yoga booty ballet, as well as making my own freedom garden. Just anything I can do to fill up my beautiful free time.
Amen.
Oh, that was so beautiful. But next, we must hear from contestant number 3.
Hi, David. My name is Veranda, and I am really into moisturizing.
So
I like
moist.
to go out and just get like calamine lotion and just put it all over everyone. You look like you moisturize. I think that's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, David, these are some excellent contestants. I think you can agree.
Yeah. No, they're all perfect.
They're wonderful. Now, you must ask them questions, please.
Oh, sure. Okay. So if I took you all to meet my grandma, how would you convince her that we should date?
Oh, excellent question.
Well, personally, I love meeting grandmas. They love me. Most of the time, they don't even have Wi-Fi. So we get to enjoy each other, just have a good conversation, Like, I feel like too often people are watching their dumb Tiger Kings and stupid, like, Ozark stuff that they don't actually connect. And I think just having that personal connection is what's going to convince your grandma that we're the right people to be together.
Oh,
I feel that on a spiritual
so
level.
powerful.
Yeah.
Contestant number 2.
Yeah, David, I would love to meet your grandmother at a socially acceptable distance. You know what I mean? Something like her patio through a sliding glass window or something. And like, I'm sure that your grandmother could teach us something really helpful in this quarantine. I'd love to learn to crochet and knit. That's high on my list. I did learn how to loom after I built my own loom with all my quarantine.
Everyone's so proud of you, contestant number 2.
Thank you. They should be.
Contestant number 3.
You don't watch Netflix.
Oh.
No, David, I would love to meet your grandmother. I feel like old ladies and I have so much in common. Sometimes they just have these, rashes that they like to talk about, and I, am always interested in solutions to things like that. So
Yeah.
I think your grandmother and I would be like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, David. One more quick question, and you must choose.
Okay.
Make it fast.
What's your favorite vacation spot?
Ooh, I just really love anywhere that is not even considering 5G. I love buffering. I love intimacy. I
Nice.
don't want to hear about anything that's been happening when you're streaming and doing any of that stuff. I am definitely, again, a chill. Not Netflix and chill. Chill.
Yeah, David, for my vacation, I would like to, at a responsible time after this quarantine, take you to the guest house that I'm currently building in my backyard. It's quite the oasis. Yeah, and then we wouldn't even have to like go anywhere, and we could definitely be at least 6 to 10 feet apart, but make like really sexy eye contact.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Contestant 3.
No, David, I mean, I'm just really into, these sort of like tropical cultures, nowhere that's really dry or arid. I try to avoid those places. But really I would go anywhere with like a hot spring or somewhere that we could really soak for a while. I think that would be really hot.
So hot, David. Now tell us. Tell us. Who will you choose and why?
Okay, well, I don't want to feel locked into any of these decisions.
I know what you mean.
Contestant
Nice.
number 1.
Nice.
I like the disconnect that you have from all of these super digital, like you just have this really analog hipster feel to it, and it's nice.
One device in particular.
Anything with Wi-Fi? You
Anyone
don't like.
service, really.
Well, hey, I see here you've been watching Hulu. You like Hulu, yes?
Yes,
Oh
of course.
my
I love
God.
streaming service. Oh. I love Netflix though. Is
Oh!
that gonna be an issue?
Oh God, yeah, no.
All right. Well, thanks for playing. Contestant number 3. I don't really see myself being in super humid environments, and I just feel like the conversation would be a little dry.
Yeah.
It might be a little like irritating. And God, I'm just so itchy when I'm around you.
Ah, yes.
Same.
Oh my gosh. Contestant number 2, I think we should talk about all of our new quarantine hobbies together. Obviously the safe distance, possibly through a nice thin plastic sheet.
Oh my God, I would love that.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
I've probably been doing more things than you though, but whatever.
Yes, she's been very accomplished through all of quarantine. David, you found your love. That's all the time we have for on Green Screen Extravaganza or whatever the hell this show is called. Thank you so much.
Yay!
Oh, excellent job, everyone. What a wonderful job. That was great.
That was great.
That was fantastic. Good job, everybody. Good job. I don't know if we pointed
Like
this
the
out
color
earlier tonight, but we have a special guest with us tonight. We have Nikki Hutchins, everybody. Nikki's with us tonight. Nikki, an OG Plan B comedy member right here joining us. Thank you for joining us tonight, Nikki.
Woohoo! Yeah, no problem. Super fun.
So now coming to the stage, and we have another special guest getting ready to join us on this very next game. We told you guys that we were going to play sound effects next, didn't we? I think we said that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Our game after this is going to be halftime, everyone. So we need something that people could be, another thing that people could be working together to accomplish, maybe even a petty crime. Perhaps it's a petty crime. But before that, let's do sound effects with our very special sound effect maker coming all the way in from someplace in Norfolk. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Sam Flint, everyone.
Sam Flint.
Woo!
Know him.
Sam, are you there?
There he is.
Oh, you have to.
Oh, look at that guy!
Baby!
Oh, look at that nicely shorn head.
Oh,
You
wait,
look good,
wait.
man.
Sunk
Can you
so
see?
far.
Do you see my little bike helmet sunburn?
That's
That's a
living
healthy
right.
man right there, right?
Yeah.
Son, we can
That is
appreciate
living
it.
right.
Kudos to you, sir. You're looking good, man. Nice beard, too.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you.
it.
Thank
There
you.
go. So, Sam, you have graciously volunteered to make the sound effects for both of our sound effects actors. We have Ryan Clemens and Leanna Chris that will be very, very much obliged for your sound effects in this game. Now, we'll give them a scenario or a location to where these sound effects could be happening. But before we do that, maybe we could have each of them give you an opportunity to kind of practice. Does that sound good to you, Sam?
Sounds good.
Okay, great. So whoever would like, Leanna, ladies first, if you don't mind. Do you mind giving Sam a test run for some sound effects, please?
Sure. All right. Oh my gosh. Look at all these chickens that are around me.
Oh, good.
That sounded real.
I felt like that felt real.
I'm going to honk the horn on my old Model T.
Awooga!
Oh, that's great, everybody. Okay, that's fantastic. So, Sam, you are primed, ready to rock. And we
Ready
have
to
our
blow.
supervisors in here, ready to go. All we need.
Shut up, Brendan Hoyle.
Shut up. A suggestion. Can we have a location, please, ladies and gentlemen? A location where there may possibly be lots of sound effects, lots of things happening, so that these.
Well, I've got one from someone earlier.
Oh, great!
This is from Amanda Carey, so we should all thank Amanda.
Oh, Amanda Carey!
Amanda!
And this is at the gym.
Ooh.
The gym could be a noisy place.
I think so. So the game is sound effects. We have Leanna and Ryan and Sam Flint, everyone, providing the sound effects. And the location is at the gym. Everyone, give them a big round of applause. Yay!
Clink, clank.
Well, then make my smoothie for me, please. Perfect.
Hey, Rocco. Do some carb loading.
I'm only on a liquid-only diet now.
Perfect. I've got a special protein shake for you. Here, I'll hand it to you.
Thank you.
63.55.
Honestly, though, it gives me terrible gas.
Oh, they must be silent but deadly.
Yeah, you'll smell it and maybe hear it in a moment.
Oh, God. That's the worst.
So what are you doing here today?
Well, I'm here working out at the gym, but since we're not allowed in here, I'm doing it as quietly as possible.
Oh, but I hear you saying.
I tell you what, I'm gonna lift up this barbell. Here we go.
Oh my goodness. That's too much. That's too much. I like to just come in here and ride the bikes that make the big windy noises. Watch. Very fast.
You know, when I feel that wind, Rocco, it makes me think of my favorite Bette Midler song. In fact, I'd like to sing it for you now.
Oh, please do,
It's
Tito.
called Wind Beneath My Wings, and it goes like this.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
That was so beautiful.
Yes, before I got into weightlifting, I was into musical theater.
That makes perfect sense. I actually weep sometimes when I see how graceful you are.
Interesting, you cry louder than you fart.
Yay!
Yay, Sam Flynn!
Sam Flynn, everybody!
Yeah, Sam Flynn.
Where is he?
Yeah, Sam.
Oh, it's Brendan Hoyle.
Ah. Whoa! Oh, it hurts so bad.
Putting the plus in PG-13.
I tell you what. Everybody say, good job, Sam!
Yay!
Bye.
Yay!
I guess I'll see you in May or June or July or August, or I'll see you next year.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
Sam, thank you, Sam. Yeah.
Thank you, Sam.
All right, so we're at like 9:55.
Yeah, let's do should we go straight to halftime, or do we do it, or?
Halftime. So yeah. So we got halftime. We have movie review notes and sex with me. So I don't know if we have time for all of those or what we think we want to do.
We could skip whatever you want to do, man. I don't know. Is the crowd happy? Should we keep going? Let's keep doing them.
I mean, they can always turn it off.
That's
true.
We could skip halftime. Go to movie
Got a suggestion.
review.
This what?
Where are you?
There's Nikki.
Let's skip halftime and go to movie review. You want to do it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. So let's play movie review. And so movie review, we are going to, since we did not pre-get these suggestions, I'm going to cull them as I can from this random stuff. So we're going to have 2 movie reviewers and 2 movie actors, and we've got our people are.
So we have Chris, Nikki, Michelle, and
Is Beatty around or no?
Beatty's not there. I'll do it.
Okay.
Yay!
All right. So we need we're going to do 3 genres of movies, and so I will select these from my brain because it's so powerful. So our first genre is going to be intellectual horror film. It's very 2020. I
Okay.
think. Intellectual horror film.
horror.
Intellectual horror.
Yeah.
The next one's going to be straight to DVD comedy. Very specific, straight to DVD comedy.
Okay.
Okay.
Brendan,
And yes.
Showgirls just came in.
Oh,
as a
Showgirls.
suggestion.
Okay, that's a great third suggestion. We have intellectual horror film, straight to DVD comedy, and Showgirls.
That's a perfect trifecta right there.
All right, and I'm going to take the movie review show name from from Heidi Kazel. She didn't actually. This is for something else, but the name of it is Moms Against Crew Socks. That is the name of your movie review show.
Moms against what?
Moms against
Crew Socks.
Crew socks.
Crew
Done.
Socks. Do you guys need to review the genres? Or are you feeling good?
We have intellectual horror,
Yep.
Straight to DVD
straight to
comedy.
DVD comedy,
Yep.
and showgirl.
Showgirls.
Showgirls. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for Moms Against Crew Socks. Yay!
Who's hosting?
I'll host. You want to host?
Hey, everybody, welcome
Hey!
to Moms Against Crew Socks. As always,
Mhm.
I'm the
We
number
hate
1
those
dad.
crew socks, and I'm the
Uh,
number 2 dad.
That's right. My name is Jake Johnson, and I'm joined by my co-host.
Daniel Davidson.
That's right, Daniel. Daniel, I got to tell you, ever since our mothers were taken so quickly from us by Crew Socks, it's been the charge of us to review the movies that would have saved their lives.
Yes, these movies take me back to times when my mom wore nothing but tube socks, sometimes no socks, but never crew socks.
Ah, those Crew Socks. Okay, let's get on to better things. So,
You know, nothing gets my brain off of the bad times like a good intellectual movie. But the one that we watched this weekend was not just intellectual, it was horrific.
completely horrific. I mean, if it wasn't for the images on the screen, I'd swear I was staring at a bunch of low-necked socks.
It was terrible. Thankfully, it was widescreen, and the people in the movie were just stomping around so beautifully that you could see all of their legs.
That's right. And this intellectual comedy, intellectual horror, excuse me, took place back in the 1930s on a vineyard where the 2 protagonists were stomping grapes together while discovering that the owner of the vineyard was really the killer.
It was so crazy. You wouldn't have seen it coming unless you heard how one of them was talking very systematically, almost as if they were in on it. Let's skip right to the scene where they're squashing grapes beneath their feet and subvertively talking about who they think the killer is.
Yes, let's watch.
Play.
Patricia, I just don't know if I could continue to stop on these Chamboursin grapes.
The grapes, just all the time. We have nothing but grapes.
Beautiful. Pause. Oh my gosh.
But my favorite part about this whole scene, no socks at all.
It was perfect. Oh, the lack of socks, the juice flying everywhere, all the soon-to-be wine. Gosh,
Let's go ahead and skip to our next film. What do you say?
I think that's great.
The next film was a straight-to-DVD comedy, which also took place on a vineyard.
Yes, this movie was called Andy Samler's Going to the Vineyard.
That's right. And it was about Andy Samler's trip to the vineyard and how they discovered that the person who invited them to the vineyard was actually their old principal from high school.
Yes.
This is the scene where they discover that while squishing grapes.
Horribly overacted.
Let's watch.
Let's go. Play.
Oh my God, Kelly. Mr. Travers is the one that brought us to this vineyard. Oh!
Mr. Travers believed in him. I never thought he would do this to us.
Oh my God. And now we have to stop these grapes for like what? Ever? Huh? Oh, woo!
Oh, God.
That grape stomping class? I thought he was really teaching us.
He's remote. We gotta get new batteries.
All right, what a great scene. Those deserved an Oscar, I'll tell you.
It was beautiful. And you know what? I'm so happy that it came straight to DVD because I didn't have to wait in line or buy a ticket, sit in those dingy seats.
No, it was great.
Yeah.
Well, the last show on Moms Against Crew Socks was a show that was near and dear to our hearts.
Yes, our mothers would gather around the couch and watch this show called
Showgirls.
Stomping in the Vineyard.
This also took place in a vineyard, and this was about girls who wanted to show their entire leg.
But they couldn't.
From the knee down.
But they couldn't because the person who brought them here was their old sister Mary Catherine.
That's right.
She walked around
From
with
the
a
Catholic school. But these girls were going to show Sister Mary Catherine that these girls knew what venting was really about.
Oh my gosh, I love the rebellion scene where they break out into song about how they're going to rebel against the sister.
It was so great because they broke into the song and dance.
Mm-hmm. And
it was fantastic. Let's go ahead and skip to that scene.
Let's go right to it. Play.
Dear showgirls.
You're a showgirl. Sister Mary Catherine, I won't stomp your grapes anymore.
You can't hold that against us. We've been topless all day, and now we want to show our legs.
What a beautiful scene.
Powerful, totally powerful.
It speaks to the heart. Not only were they sockless, but they bared their emotions for all of the sisters to see.
And if only there were no crew socks, Mom would have been here to see it with us.
It all comes back full circle.
Sure does. Well, till next time, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed these movies. And remember, say no to crew socks.
Keep those feet fully covered or all the way off.
All the way.
Yay!
Yay!
Cover those sink
Michelle
legs.
Jenkins got the crew socks.
I
Crew
did.
socks.
All right, so let's why don't we play a quick game of notes, and then we'll do sex with me, and we'll get on out of here.
Yay!
Yay!
All right, so I'll put the notes in the chat. Our improvisers in this are Jason, Leanna, and Michelle. You guys are all good at checking the chat?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to let's get a task you're working together accomplished. And since we didn't ask for it beforehand, I'm going to pull it from something here. Let's see. I'm going to find the best one. Well, this one's, yeah, this one's good because it's topical. The task is searching for toilet paper.
Okay.
Searching for toilet paper. Now, I should tell our audience, we asked in our suggestions for notes, just simple sentences that people could use in an improv. So I will be populating these in their chat as they go, and they will randomly use them without looking at them ahead of time, and then have to justify these beautiful, powerful sentences you have provided as they use them in the scene. Cool?
Cool.
All right. So your task is searching for toilet paper. Let's give them a big round of applause. Yay! And take it away.
All right. No luck at the Dollar General.
I just went to 3 stores by my house. I had an 80-year-old woman take out my arm a little. I put some peroxide on it, but that's the last of my antibacterial solutions that I got, guys.
I went to Sam's Club. I fought a Marine. Lucky to be here.
Well, I put a lot of thought into the memes I shared with y'all.
Look, I've been on a lot of blogs, and I went early morning, and I followed some vans, and I put a lot of, oh God, let's just haul ass to Lollapalooza.
Yes!
I think that's a great idea.
Great idea. No one uses toilet paper there.
No.
It canceled, right? So they probably haven't stocked up.
Yeah.
And you know what? They are constantly just like supporting each other and saying like really great things to one another. Like, if that's an aardvark, then I'm Barack Obama.
Oh my gosh, I feel
Say it all the time.
Yeah, guys, my socks have no strength left.
Well, gas is cheap. We don't need to walk. We'll drive.
And I mean, those socks, you could use this toilet paper. If they've got no strength, just use them, man. No one cares at Lollapalooza.
Great idea.
It's true. Even if Lollapalooza was going on as regularly planned, you don't even need them, and you could wipe your ass with them at all times. I mean, oh, how I miss my lemon tree.
Ah!
Yeah.
We're all going to miss things on this journey. We're all going to miss them. We just have to realize that we have each other, right? We have each other. We have Lollapalooza to look forward to, and we have our socks to wipe our asses with.
Oh, God. What matters you need?
The only thing that matters is getting TP now.
Yes. And that cheese is God's will.
Especially since it helps back you up.
Yes.
I think that's legit. And I mean, the thing that I want you guys to remember is just remember the last time it took us an hour to get started. So I think it's good that we start now.
You were ahead of schedule now, I think.
Yeah.
Based on
I mean,
that.
exactly.
Good.
Guys, I'm really concerned about the logistics here, because last time we already had a little bit of toilet paper. We're running ridiculously low, and I didn't get no stinking ice cream.
Well, theory, it's not the best for you.
I mean, cheese was the thing, right? Cheese backs you up. Ice cream makes you go. And we've only got 8 socks.
Can we get some like
6. Sorry.
cheese ice cream or something? I just don't understand why we have to give away everything we love in the pursuit of toilet paper.
Just remember our motto. Quarantini, quarantini. Stay inside or you're a weenie.
That's a lot.
Very real for me.
It's a lot harder copying and pasting, keeping up with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Notes. I was like, okay.
Well done. Well done,
Oh, that's
Brendan.
fun.
You copy and pasted. I thought you typed it all out.
Oh no,
Oh, that
no,
was-
I was gonna do that originally, but like I was like, nope. All right, last game. Jason, why don't you introduce us?
Yeah. Okay. Real quickly, before we get into the very last game, I would like to do two things. I'd like to remind everybody, please, a big thank you to the Z, and if you'd like to, please throw some nickels their way so they can continue to provide free programming like this for everyone and support the local community. Follow Plan B Comedy. We are real funny and great. We have lots of great videos on YouTube. Check out our YouTube page. There's so much great stuff on our YouTube page. Seriously, like hours of video content. Check us out. We're gonna play our last game right now, which involves everyone in the group. It's a game called Sex With Me Is Like. And when we're finished with this game, we're gonna turn it over to each person that's been in the show tonight and give them an opportunity to say goodbye or whatever they want at the end of the show. Okay, guys? You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
So the game we're gonna play is called Sex With Me Is Like. And the way this game works is we're gonna take your suggestions from the audience, and based on your suggestion, one at a time, we will come forward and tell you how sex with us is like that thing. So all we need is a suggestion to get us started.
So I'll provide a first suggestion, but as you go, since we're 30-second delay, go ahead and start providing any suggestion to YouTube, and we will use them. For now, our first one is riding a roller coaster from Zaddy G.
Oh, thank you. Riding a roller coaster. Sex with me is like.
Sex with me is like riding a roller coaster. There's a lot of ups and downs and screaming.
Sex with me is like riding a roller coaster. You're gonna have to wait in line extra long if you want to be in front.
Sex with me is like riding a roller coaster. You don't want to do it right after lunch.
Sex with me is like a roller coaster. 2-hour wait for a 3-minute ride.
Beautiful.
Sex with me is like riding a roller coaster. You have to be this tall to ride the ride.
yeah.
Sex with me is like riding a roller coaster. Please secure all of your loose articles before.
Oh.
Sex with me. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Chris.
Sex with me is like riding a roller coaster. I'll pay extra for the fast pass.
Oh.
Sex with me is like a
Go ahead, Brendan.
Sex with me is like riding a roller coaster. None of us have done it in a long time, and we're probably not going to do it for a while.
Oh, wow.
Sex with me is like a roller coaster. I haven't shaved, so it's Apollo's hairy yet.
Sex with me is like riding a roller coaster. It really fucked up Fabio.
Who's in the face? All right, new topic. New topic is candy bar. Candy bar.
Sex with me is like candy bar. You're gonna feel $100,000 afterwards.
Yeah.
Sex with me is like a candy bar. Please be careful. You know I got that Zag nut.
Sex with me is like a candy bar. Chocolate on the outside, creamy in the middle.
Oh.
Sex with me is like a candy bar, and I don't appreciate your Snickers.
Yeah.
It's like a candy bar. Sometimes you feel like you're gonna nut.
Oh.
Sex with me is like a candy bar. I call it the Milky Way.
Oh.
Okay. Tiger King.
Sex with me is like a Tiger King. There are no good guys.
Sex with me is like Tiger King. I am morally opposed.
Sex with me is like the Tiger King. I haven't watched it, but I heard it's good.
Hey.
Sex with me is like the Tiger King. It's something to do in quarantine.
Sex with me is like Tiger King. I tried to enjoy it with my wife, but she just wasn't into it. That's true. I mean, just the Tiger King.
Sex with me is like Tiger King.
Tuna can. A tuna can.
Like
Sex with me is like a tuna can. Invaluable during a quarantine.
Sex with me is like a tuna can. Sometimes I just like to drink the juice.
Oh, that's horrible in both.
There you go. Yeah.
Sex
to me is like a-
tuna can. It gets my cat really excited.
Ah!
Uh,
Sex with me is like a tuna can. You're going to need a mechanical contraption to get it open.
nice.
Sex with me is like a tuna can. One just isn't enough.
Stop. Sex with me is like a tuna can. I like it in water or in oil.
Oh! We got two more. Let's do two more. Buried alive. Being buried alive.
Buried alive.
Sex with me is like being buried alive. Yeah, that's.
There you go.
Sex with me is like being buried alive. I installed a bell over the bed in case you can't breathe.
Sex with me is like being buried alive. It's your worst nightmare.
Woo!
Oh.
That is so real.
Dark. It's got dark all of a sudden.
To me is like being buried alive. You made a lot of poor decisions before this happened.
Blame this on me.
This is all you.
Sex with me is like buried alive. You should have said something. No, that's terrible. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Sex with me is like buried alive. It's
You
real
should have said
dirty.
something. This is you.
Hey, man. I mean, come on. We had a wake. We did all kinds of stuff.
Spoken up at any time.
Okay. Okay. Last one. Eating cereal. Eating cereal.
Sex with me is like eating cereal. Snap, crackle, pop.
Oh.
Sex with me is like eating cereal. If you wait too long, it'll get soggy.
Sex with me is like eating cereal. It's great.
Sex with me is like eating cereal. I enjoyed it way more when I was younger.
Oh.
Sex with me is like eating cereal. I'll eat the whole box.
Oh! Oh, yay!
Wordplay.
One more time, thank you all so much to the Science American Dream Theater for having us on their YouTube page. Please contribute to them if you can. Check out Plan B Comedy on all of our stuff. Plan B Comedy or Plan B _ Comedy. And finally, to get out of here, let's go around and everybody can say a shout out and a thank you to whoever they want. Go for it. Whoever wants to go first.
I'll go first because I got to split. Guys, thank you so much for participating, watching. Love you all. Stay sane. Stay sanitized.
Yeah.
I want to say, I'll always thank my wife Tara, who I can hear laughing at jokes 30 seconds old from your distance. But I really want to thank everybody who's been commenting on the feed. It's so great to see you guys coming in with suggestions and opinions. So thank you, viewers.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also want to say thank you, obviously, to everyone in the comments, to my sisters, my cousins for texting me throughout this whole thing and distracting me because they know I have ADD. And also, hi, Grandma. I love you.
Good job.
Hey.
Yay. I want to say thanks just to everybody for staying safe, staying sane, and letting us offer a little bit of humor in these trying times.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to the riddles. I know that you guys sent some suggestions in. Also, like, I look forward to this every week now because I don't get a whole lot of human interaction. And honestly, I just love you guys. I love everybody I'm performing with, and I love performing for everybody who's out there. You guys are amazing, and I love you. And Jake says hi. He's snoozing on the couch.
No, thanks everybody for watching. That's very, very cool of you. And I know we're probably going to say this later, but thank you, Nikki, because I never got to be a part of Plan B when you're in here. This is like the cool thing. So yay.
Hey.
Well, I want to say thank you to you all for letting me play with you for a little bit. It's super fun. And also, yeah, I love this. Thank you to everyone in Virginia and everyone in Philadelphia. And I love you dudes. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, I want to reiterate all of that. I want to thank everybody for watching the show and everybody on the show. This is, Leanna said, I look forward to this all week long, and I'm looking forward to next Friday to do it again. And hopefully we can keep growing our audience and people from all over can tune in at different time zones and all kinds of stuff. But till next time, thank you all so much. And big ups to everyone. So see you all soon. Goodbye. Yay!
Thank you.
Bye.